Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the representatives of the National Arts Festival Board and Standard Bank, fellow lovers of the arts, celebrated guests, our beautiful winners, and their family and friends, all protocol observed. My name is Masasa Mbangeni, and on behalf of Standard Bank, it is a great honor for me to be your MC this evening as we champion South Africa's artistic heritage and pay tribute to and celebrate the incredible artistic talent that our country is brimming with. It makes me so proud to be an artist and to be an actor. I want to thank you all for bringing on extra heat that we definitely do not need by looking so incredibly beautiful. So please, a round of applause for you guys for honoring our invitation and for looking so good. Before I go any further, a little bit of housekeeping. To the left of the bar is where our designated smoking area is, and to the right of the bar is the bathroom. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite you to please switch off your phones, or if you can't switch it off because you're going to be tweeting about the show, I invite you to please put it on silent or airplane mode. Our hashtag tonight is hashtag SBYA 2023, and would love for you to be tweeting or Xing, or whatever we call it nowadays, basically sharing your experience about the evening on social media with us. Now, the Young Artist Awards was sponsored by Standard Bank, and this started in 1981, and are presented by the National Arts Festival to relatively young South African artists who have demonstrated exceptional ability in their chosen fields. The 2023 Standard Bank Young Artist Awards marks 39 years of Standard Bank's sponsorship of the awards and of its partnership with the National Arts Festival. Yeah, I think it does deserve an applause. It's a winning team that shares a strong commitment to enriching the country's arts landscape. I think we can do better with that applause, so I think we should give it a round of applause for 39 years with enthusiasm. That's it. I was pleased to see former winners like Greg Homan and Athena Mazarakis have joined us today. But I want to give you a quick perspective of just how life-changing these awards actually can be. Since winning in 2022, our Standard Bank Young Artist Awards have become really household names, with the likes of Lady Scully, who excels in visual arts and was exhibiting her incredible show called Groot Gat. There's something beautiful about saying that. Kollega Putuma, who uses poetry as her medium. Tamsanga Maela, who dances his way into the next achievement. Or Linda Sikakane, who is a highly talented jazz musicianist and has put out a beautiful album called Isambulo that I encourage you all to buy, to download, to do the right thing by. And not forgetting Msaki, the music legend, and our theatre duo, Mahlatsi, Mokhonyana, and Billy Langa. That is the sort of people, the league, that our winners tonight will be joining. It's incredible. And to think that last year this time, they too were sitting in the audience, nervous, waiting to hear their names being called. The journey continues, and it continues to be a growing opportunity from this moment until infinity. But to tell us more about the awards and to address you on behalf of the National Arts Festival, please help me and join me in welcoming to the stage Rusera Sito, the Artistic Director of the National Arts Festival.
Good evening, everyone. It's really lovely to be here, and it's really lovely to have you all here. It's the end of a long year. Everyone's been saying, I say, how are you? They say it's been a really long year, so thank you for coming through. It's a pinnacle moment in the annual calendar of the South African arts, and this year's award, of course, is no exception. This culminates to an annual, let me start again. These annual awards are an opportunity for us to recognize and honor the rising, promising artistic voices of our country. Over the years, the festival has been the ground for the progression of careers of our South African artists. This year's cohort would add to a most weighty collection of South African artists who have previously won since the prize's inception in 1981. On an ongoing basis, the Artistic Committee of the National Arts Festival discusses works and artists. Over the year, also discussing possible Standard Bank Young Artist winner candidates, and following the trajectory of these artists as the years go by. This culminates to an annual committee meeting in which the current year cohort of Standard Bank Young Artist winners are selected. Considerations made in identifying winners include the artist's track record with regard to their creation, presentation, and circulation of work, their approach, and their positioning within, and sometimes without, the arts industry. Two important words as part of this year's conversation were mastery and bravery. This is the artist's attention to learning, to experimenting, and to ongoing practice, sometimes through formal institutions, sometimes self-taught processes. And this refers to the artist's brave, risk-taking, genre-breaking, unique voice in need of recognition. Attention to initiatives and engagement with international programs or audiences are also taken into consideration. Newer considerations in selecting winners, particularly over these past 3 years, has been the artist's approach to navigating our fast-changing arts context of shifting formats, negotiating of new technologies, and the need for new approaches to investing in partnerships and with participating audiences. It's been an awarding of the burning light of an artist's imperative to survive and create inside an array of crises from personal to global. Within this year's awarded artists, some have already been significantly awarded, others with less immediately visible accolades. There was a period historically when the National Arts Festival opened up to receive input from the public through nominations of potential candidates. The festival will re-initiate this for next year's selection in the period just after the festival, which takes place in June. So look out for information on our channels of how to participate in that closer to the festival time. The 2023 winners, who will be announced shortly, will present new works at the National Arts Festival 2024, which is running from 20 to 30 June next year. 2024 is the festival's 50th anniversary. Yes, 50. From gutting monument building fires to presidential rededications, from platforms at Edinburgh Fringe to the Venice Biennale, from the 80s state of emergency to the current state of governance, this festival has held firm through 50 years of a changing landscape. From the journey of one artist's career to the strategies of festival making and indeed city repair in a small South African town. Next year, once again, the struggles, the critical reflections, the aspirations and dreams of South Africa's thinkers and artists sit intertwined over the past 50 years of the festival, the past 30 years of democracy and the preceding years of apartheid. The festival is a unique setting which, unlike any other national event in our country, gathers really a phenomenal cross-section of our people, an intergenerational, diverse gathering of voices and experiences. It will again be a celebration as much as a proclamation of who we are right now. Next year, at 30 years, we have much to ask ourselves about where we are and what we bring to a broader global conversation. The 2024 festival will honor our gains, will remember our losses, and pave the way for the next chapter of a very local, but also urgently global challenge. Next year, we plan to step into a new direction, and we are planning a new look to match it. We're currently working on it. Let's for now just call it a makeover. When you see it, you will know. Before I pass on to the reason why you're all here, the announcement of the artists, I need to just give a really big shout out and thank you to Standard Bank for their ongoing support of the arts, of this ward, and of the festival. Yeah. And a big thank you to our stakeholders and our partners for not getting lost in the bright lights and for knowing what matters. To the National Arts Festival Board for ongoing support and advice, despite the weight of conversations being in the financial realm more than in the arts realm. To the Artistic Committee for being those kinds of people whose lives are inside and of the arts, for being genuinely concerned and attentive, and for being invested in finding ways and always revisiting important conversations. A massive hats off to the phenomenal National Arts Festival team who wrangle gold from impossible conditions, and to the artists, whose path is never an easy one, and thank you for committing to it. None of this exists without you at the center. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rosera, for you and your team and the work that you do to champion the arts. Thank you for your insightful comments and for your ongoing commitment to celebrating the arts in all forms. We're going to my favorite part of the night. We're now going to move straight to the first award of the evening, the Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Music. Born and raised in KwaZulu-Natal, the singer, songwriter, and performer with a background in classical and jazz training is equally comfortable in house, indie, and pop. Drawing from human experience, identity, and storytelling, she creates a distinct sound to communicate a modern, evolving African story. She is known to enchant audiences and transport them into another world while expressing an evocative individualism in fashion and imagery. The stage is where she excels. She's also been honored with the SAMRA Overseas Scholarship Competition and awards such as the Mbokodo Award for Music, Mzansi Jazz Award for Best Jazz Contemporary Album, Best Newcomer in Jazz, Best Jazz Song, plus the dopest album cover of 2020 by Africa Design League. And tonight, the Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Music goes to celebrated artist.
Sanbonani, this is Zoe Mudecha Intokazi yaseMgungundlovu, a singer, songwriter, performer, and human being. I was raised by my grandparents and the community, and I found that I was an observer to everyday life and the music that would play in the background, and that has really influenced the work that I make, and it continues to be a reference point. I am absolutely in love with the idea of culture, language, identity, heritage. I love being able to be one of the people that champions that, not just in the country, but in the continent and in the world. My message really is just about the human experience, being able to celebrate everything that comes with, and being able to go down the rabbit hole of the ways in which we look at life. And I'd like to think of myself as an observer, waiting to be inspired and to really be a sponge for this beautiful thing and weird thing that we call life. To win the Standard Bank Young Artist Music Award for 2023 feels like a kind of coming home. It feels like being seen and being understood. It feels like being a part of a legacy. I would like my legacy as Zoe Mudecha to be a legacy of humanity on a human level. I would love for people to remember me as a decent human being first, and to be able to one day live out my fullest potential and give that baton to someone else.
Please, would the CEO of the National Arts Festival, Monica Newton, and the Head of Brand Experience for Standard Bank, Yolisa Khoza, please join us on stage to present the award. Zoe, inene lento isegazini kuwe sisi, and siyaziqenya ngawe. Please come up to accept your award.
bishop, if I dig, today, not today. And when I finish, you go know, say na me. As you did the delay, to prove my love, you must chop my money. Cause my bank alerts na bagam, my checking on the bounce, my mansion on a badam. Baby, take a look around. My bank alerts na bagam, my checking on the bounce, my mansion on a badam. Make you take a look around. Girl, it's up to you, but I pray you say I do. Go tell your papa, say na me they come for you. Iyo go go. Kaije na nke bishop na ega digo. Iyo go go. Kaije na nke bishop na ifa digo. Like play. The person we want your you run the beg to stay.
Zoe, I'd like to invite you to say a few words. Come up. It's your time, honey. You can't look that fly and then walk away. I'm good. You're beautiful. Congratulations.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary people, distinguished guests. Thank you so much for this incredible honor. My name is Zoe Mudicha, umzukulu kaNomthandazo, intokazi yaseMgungundlovu. I'm a singer, songwriter, performer, one that is very passionate about reflecting the times, very much like some of the great cultural icons have done. Thank you so much to the Standard Bank Young Artist Award 2023. Love you too. Not just for recognizing me, but all the incredible dynamic souls that will be seen and heard tonight. Thank you so much to Standard Bank as a bank. You're actually the first bank that I saved for. All thanks to you, I was able to actually save up for my debut album. My mom would refuse that I spend any of the money that I would make from random competitions over the years. And it's been so beautiful to be something of a family with you, with incredible festivals such as the Uluju Festival in Swaziland, Standard Bank Joy of Jazz Festival. Thank you for recognizing incredible art. Thank you to the National Arts Festival for being a part of this journey for the longest time. I'm definitely one of the products of the National Arts Festival because I was able to be a part of the Standard Bank Youth Festival, being chosen to be mentored by the likes of Marcus Wyatt and Mark Fransman, and then being able to go and mentor other incredible talent. South Africa is not lost of talent. There is so much that we have that the world is waiting for. They're waiting for our stories. They're waiting for the way that we share our stories. They're waiting for the way we look when we share our stories. Without taking too much time, I just wanted to say thank you to my family, my ancestry, my bloodline, my chosen family, my co-creators, and all those whose works have meant so much to me. Thank you for seeing not just me, but all of us this evening. Thank you for looking so beautiful, Queen. Have a fantastic evening, and I'm so excited to celebrate the rest of the recipients. There are so many people in this room that have such an important and personal part of my musical development and my journey, and that has not slept on me. At some point this year, I thought that I didn't have the gusto to carry on in this journey because of the challenges that it had. And so I do not want it to be lost on anyone who was in those rooms putting my name and the rest of the recipients' names down. This is something of a lifeline to me this evening. And I hope that more than tonight, we're able to champion and to give you bragging rights for a few years to come. So thank you so much to all the partners, all the sponsors, all those that made this evening possible. God bless. Sabong.
If you would like to open a savings account with Standard Bank, please talk to... I'm kidding. Well done, Zoe. And thank you to Monica and Yolisa. What a fantastic way to start off the evening. Now, the winner of the Standard Bank Young Artists Award for Performance Art 2023 is a part of a new generation of queer artists who, for some years now, radically question not only the musical boundaries, but also the rigid corset of binary gender identities. Their practice extends across musical production and performance, DJ work, performance art, costuming, artistic direction, and film. Multi-talented. Being a feminine, gender, non-conforming queer African body, they combine performance, drag, and the digital space to blur and deconstruct contemporary culture. Their list of local performances is extensive, and performances internationally include the Red Bull Music Academy in New York, Boiler Room, Donau Festival, Antigel, Creepy Teepee, Loud and Proud in Paris, Melt Festival, and Sound Festival, Performer, the Berlin Biennale, So Far, So Tough, Berghain in Antwerp, and many, many more. They work as a senior soloist at the Johannesburg Ballet, performing in full-scale ballet seasons throughout the year and contributing to contemporary projects with a distinctive style of choreography, and they have produced multiple albums. It gives me great pleasure to announce that this year's winner is...
Hi, I'm Angel Ho, and I create music and visual therapy. So when I was young, I would always watch Brenda Fassie in the mornings, and I'd stare and I'd be like, wow, look at this beautiful woman just embarking on like her journey, or I would just be mesmerized. So my music and visual therapy is a way of creating a sense of healing from trauma, both personally and publicly. I'm trying to explore what did it really mean when we were said we were granted freedom, and what does that freedom look like to me. Freedom means the uncomfortableness of going your own path. I aim to create something that is not presenting a stereotype, but being more authentically true to who I am. I think the milestone that has centered in my career was regaining strength in my mind. Healing from trauma, healing myself through music therapy. I have a delusional belief. The lens that I will see myself through in the world is very delusional. One day I actually took off the veil and life was so boring. Winning the Standard Bank Young Artists Award in 2023 means to me that I am a star. And Delulu is the saloon.
I'd like to invite Yolisa and Monica to join me again on stage to hand over the award. And absolutely, Angel, your Delulu was definitely the Solulu, honey. Please come up. Thank you.
Okay. I am a human of little words, but many big songs. So when I approached my speech, I decided to write it like my music. Firstly, it's an honor to accept this award in front of all of you.
Thank you to Standard Bank and the NAF Autistic Committee for recognizing me 10 years into my career and giving me a platform to showcase what makes me excellent and proud to be African, living and breathing greatness wherever I go and represent my culture, morals, and values. My mother, who is here tonight, hi Mom, who raised me as a single parent, who knows she has nurtured a strong, independent human, one that is a curse breaker, a healer, a helper, and a lover. Thank you to the community of creative, visionary thinkers that have paved the way for me, that I have collaborated with along my journey. You all mean so much to me. And the artists that will come after me for creating memory of LGBTQ phenomenology, an encyclopedia of greatness. For that, I will forever aspire for great things and opportunities will come to me. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Angel, and thank you, Elisa and Monica. I trust that you're all still enjoying the night with me. Now, our next category is the Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Theatre. I paid good money for this face, so I'm not going to cry. Our theatre winner is an actor, a playwright, and a director. She has been a professional actor since 2004. She obtained her honors degree in dramatic arts at Wits University in 2012, where she majored in performance as well as film and television. She has performed in numerous plays, including my fourth-year graduation one, so thanks to her, I graduated. Well done, sweetie. In films and television shows, and has subsequently been nominated for and won several awards, including the Multi-Naledi Award-winning play, Tau, which she co-directed and which had a very successful run at the Market Theatre. Her never say die spirit has her working on multiple projects. She acts in a new sketch comedy show called Rosa, which is directed by Kagiso Lediga and is available on Netflix at the moment. And was also the festival director for the acclaimed Zwakala Festival earlier this year, where she mentored the group that won the award as well. She was cast in the Standard Bank Young Artist Award winner for Dance Lulu Mlangeni's National Arts Festival production, Khanya, which made its live debut at the internationally acclaimed festival Afro Vibes in 2022 and played at the State Theatre in July 2023. I am delighted to announce that the winner is...
I'm Momo Matsunyane. I'm an actor, a playwright, a theatre director, and a singer. Leotard, I was playing a flower, and I put on this green leotard, and I was just so overwhelmed by the feeling of the transformation and being on stage and seeing my family out in the auditorium. And I just never forgot that feeling. And I knew then that like, this is what I want to do. I love to play. So whether I'm playing as an actor or playing as a director or playing as a playwright, I think being able and having access to all these different skills allows me and my craft to go further in storytelling. In university, there were 4 of us called the Thanks Ladies, and we decided to create this sketch comedy group because we wanted to use our voices. You know, we had graduated, we've got degrees, but none of us were getting work. Until I had to sit down with myself and say, what am I intentionally going to be doing that is going to pop be a reflection of society to people, to really show the people themselves and to hopefully effect some sort of change from that. As one of the Standard Bank Young Artist Award winners for theatre, my work reflects my South African identity in a very big way. That's where I source from, that's where I write from, that's where I create from. And that's on par.
To present the award, please help me to welcome on stage Rusera Sito, the Artistic Director of the National Arts Festival, and Bonga Sibesho, the Head of Group Sponsorships for Standard Bank. Momo, to not just your family, your friends, and your students, to the world, you are a big deal. From a flower to an SBYA winner. Woma, come get your award.
Please don't think it's unprofessional not to have cue cards. When you are SBYA, man, you get overwhelmed. Don't worry, it's not that long. It's just written in capital letters. Okay, Standard Bank Young Artist winner, hello. Good evening, everyone. Oh my God. Before anything else, I would like to thank God. What a year it's been for me. I'm not gonna lie. I've had an incredible year. It seems like all my wildest dreams are just coming to fruition. Of course, it wasn't always this way. It's been a challenging journey, and there were many times I thought, okay, I'm done. It's okay, Hoppo. I love acting, but I kill it dead before I let it beat me. After experiencing tremendous gatekeeping and overwhelming feelings of not being enough, I resorted to creating, writing, starring, and producing my own work. This didn't mean that I was working in isolation from others, but rather I was placing an emphasis on my autonomy and self-governance. It was about making conscious decisions without relying on external approval, influence, or validation. I have a voice, and I was not about to let anyone or anything stop me from fulfilling what I'm certain is my purpose: storytelling. Be it acting, directing, writing, and singing. I truly believe in art as a tool for social change. Philosophy and Stoics teach us to find value within ourselves, that we are the architects of our worth and the masters of our destiny. And I'm deeply proud of the hard work I have put into my career and the intentional work I have done on myself. With that being said, I certainly would not have done this all alone. I'd like to thank my dear family, my late mother, Penny, who's probably doing cartwheels around me right now, my father, my aunt, my ever so stylish grandmother, my cousin, Kamu, where are you? My sister, my brothers, my partner, Cats, and my spiritual father and his family. Thank you for your love, your support, and for your prayers that have truly carried me through all these years. To my colleagues who became my friends, thank you for dreaming with me. Thank you for creating with me. And thank you for believing in me. Thank you. I have had the privilege of working with 3 previous Standard Bank Young Artist Award winners. And when they staged their productions after winning, I was in it. I was in them. So I'd like to give a special thank you to Monacheng Vice Motsabi, Lulu Mlangeni, and Princess Mhlongo. I think the universe was preparing me for my moment by making our stars align and our paths cross. I stand on the shoulders of giants. A big thank you to everyone I've ever worked with and everyone who ever gave me an opportunity to do what I love in whatever capacity. I thank you for seeing me. Thank you to the NAF Artistic Committee for selecting me as this year's Standard Bank Young Artist Award winner of the theater. Oh, yeah. Okay. It truly is a dream come true. I've been attending NAF since I was in Standard 7, grade 9, 2002. And the only time I couldn't go was this year because, you know, I was in France. But what an honor it is to return to the main stage, to be a part of the main program. I do not take that lightly. This is full circle. And last but not least, thank you to Standard Bank for your unwavering support of the arts. Like Zoe, I've been banking with you since I was 16. So thank you for keeping my money safe and keep making artists' dreams come true. Thank you so much. Thank you.
From a flower to an SBYA 2023 winner, I think that glow up is a reminder of the famous adage that there's no such thing as small parts, only small actors. So even if you're a flower, who knows, maybe you'll be an SBYA winner one day. Congratulations, Momo. And thank you to Risera and to Ubonga. We now move on to the Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Dance. Our winners are not very good at keeping a secret because everyone's family is shouting. You are like giving it away. I have to resist not looking at you because, okay. Our winner is a contemporary dance artist with an interdisciplinary practice encompassing performance, sound, photography, film, and costuming. She often explores the complex South African socio-political themes with a focus on situations of racial, gendered, systemic, and institutional violence. Her artistic practice and creative trajectory has its roots based in practice research that is intuitive in nature and has an emergent design. She was awarded the Pina Bausch Fellowship Award in 2021. It allows for each awarded artist the opportunity to engage in a process-orientated cooperation with an international choreographer of their choice. Suko chose to work with Roberta Castello, director of the Italian Association of Artists and Cultural Workers, ALDES. The fellowship marked a turning point in her work and process. In addition to this, she has received many other international accolades, and she is currently reading for an MA supported by the Institution of Creative Arts Andrew W. Mellon Foundation at the University of Cape Town. And our 2023 winner for dance is...
My name is Lauren Suku, and I'm a contemporary artist with a foundation in dance. I chose dance at the age of 5, and I saw a group of girls dressed in pink leotards and tights every Friday, and one day I decided to follow them. The ballet teacher said that I could join in, and that's where it all began. The journey has just become about learning more about the world and more about myself. Through the dance, it has become a teacher to me, and I'm figuring out what else dance can do. My future aspirations include expanding my scope of activity, and I am planning to seed that with this Standard Bank Young Artist Award moment. Moving forward, I would also like to work more closely with the younger generation, especially those who have had similar layerings of oppression and lived experiences, similar struggles. I would like to go down in history as somebody who helps to move things forward, not only in the dance industry, but beyond that. Our own individual path is our greatest teacher, so winning the Standard Bank Young Artist Award is an honor. This feels like a yes, it feels like a pat on the back, and essentially it means keep going. So that's what I'm gonna do.
To present this award, I'd like to invite Rosera and Bongani. And as they make their way onto the stage, following strangers will get you into a lot of trouble these days, but thank goodness you followed strangers to ballet class, Lauren. Please come up and join your award. Oh, man.
Greetings, everybody. Good evening. Hello. Okay. I'm gonna try this thing where I speak from my heart. Okay, I'm gonna open up this throat chakra, and I'm just gonna hope for the best. If it turns out really bad, I'm just gonna step over there and do like an interpretive dance and remind you why I got this award in the first place. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to downplay how massive this is for me. I've been doing this for what feels like eternity, and I've got like my whole family here. They'll tell you, they'll know why I didn't pitch up to, you know, certain gatherings and things. Guys, it wasn't for nothing. It's starting to work out now, okay? Yo. Dance is really hard. Dance is really, really hard. And you would think that it's not because we all have bodies, right? People like to romanticize it and say, you know, dance can transcend language and it can transcend all these borders, but when it comes down to it, if you're not the kind of dancer who's doing the entertainment thing or, you know, doing the obvious thing, if you're like nerdy, like myself, it becomes really abstract, and it's an ongoing journey of trying to figure out how to communicate and how to link the body and its gesture to philosophy, to politicality, to being alive. What does dance have to do with that? It's an ongoing journey, and I am a student, and I will forever be a student, and I love it. I really love it, and I'm so happy to be here. This award for me is for everyone else like me who feels misfitted, doesn't feel like they fit into the thing, feels unacknowledged, just like trying and trying and trying and trying. And this is for everyone who has felt like that. And just as I said there, you know, just keep going, child. Just keep doing the things. Your time is going to come. I'm going to do my thank yous. First and foremost, mkhulu, God, oh man. You have been so faithful to me, and I thank you. When I hit rock bottom 3 years ago, it was just you and me. And I put my faith in you, and you put your faith in me, and I thank you. To my ancestors, Idlozi, my guides, my angels, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for continuing to communicate with me. May I continue to be a vessel to do the greater work. To my earthly parents, Mama Bear, I know not many artists have the support of their parents, and that is everything, so thank you for never doubting me. To my daughter, you're too young to be here. You would run amok all over this place. But when you're older and I play this for you, my child, all of this is because of you. Since you've been here, I had to decide, am I doing this thing or what? Am I going to continue to be on the fringes and accept being on the fringes, or am I actually going to step inside and demand that people listen to me? Thank you, my child. You were born in hardship. You were born in... Thank you for coming here and being with me, and I'm going to paint the most beautiful future for you. I can't wait for that. To my family, thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me that I have representatives from both ancestral lines. That's important to me. And to my friends and collaborators, guys, let's just keep going. Thank you, Standard Bank. I'm about to open a company. I've got my manager in the house. Don't talk to me, talk to my manager. Her name is Princess. I will be opening my account And thank you so much to the NAF Artistic Committee. Thank you for seeing me, and this is just the start, so take a picture.
Thank you to Rosera and Tubonga, and congratulations once again, Lauren. Our 2023 Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Jazz is a celebrated award-winning multi-instrumentalist, visual artist. Yes, the English will embarrass you live in front of everyone. Like your tongue will just go, remember you're from the Eastern Cape. And designer, and is an exciting global recording artist. He is from Cape Town and is often found working and playing at any of the world's jazz and music capitals. From being the featured young artist at the 2015 Sitka Jazz Festival in Alaska, in the USA, to the Cape Town International Jazz Fest. The National Arts Festival has been instrumental in the development of his illustrious career, like members of his cohort. He first experienced the festival in Makhanda as a 15-year-old high school student, attending the National Youth Jazz Festival with his school band, where he hopefully opened a Standard Bank account award. No, I'm kidding. Since then, his star has risen in South Africa, in Europe, and the USA. He's garnered a sterling collection of awards and accolades that range from the 2012 Summer Overseas Award to being on the official ballot of the 2017 Grammys. He has performed with a host of international artists, such as Grammy-nominated trumpeter Russell Gunn, UK pop artist Craig David, and US pianist Joe McBride, to name but a few. While studying in the USA, he returns often to South Africa for concert performances, teaching engagements, and community outreach. And the winner is...
My name is Darren English. I'm a jazz drummer player, multi-instrumentalist, visual artist, and designer. I actually started in high school. I wasn't musically inclined or wasn't into music, but thankfully to Fred Kate, who was my teacher in high school, he kind of found, I'd like to say that he found the music in me. There are quite a lot of musicians, non-musicians also, that influence me, influence my music, influence my art, influence my growth as an artist, just because when I'm with them, whether it's seeing them on stage or performing with them on stage, they bring on a certain energy that I can't wait to sit at the piano or at the trumpet and write new music with what they just fed me with. I'm currently experiencing something now that has evolved from work that I've previously done. So I'm definitely looking forward to evolving. The Standard Bank Young Artist Award is definitely going to help me greatly, just in terms of being able to tour, to actually write new music and have the support to showcase that around the world. My body of work that I've created, or me as a player, has been recognized, and I appreciate that greatly. From the scene, from Standard Bank, from the jazz scene in South Africa, the art scene in South Africa. It really means quite a great deal just to be included in this sector, that I'm quite proud to join that legacy. So I think winning this award will definitely mean a lot to my family. I think especially my dad. He'll take this as his own award. So I'm looking forward to him and my mom being at the award ceremony. Hi.
Presenting the award is Nobesuthu Gai, Stakeholder and Partnership Manager for the National Arts Festival, and Desiree Bo, Head of Sponsorships for Standard Bank. Darren, for your dad, please come on stage and accept your award. Oh, man.
Hello. There we go. Good evening, everyone in attendance. I actually thought I would cry in the beginning, but I'll probably cry at some point during my speech, just so you know. Well, I've shaven since then. Thanks to my cousin for taking me to this barber on Monday. So firstly, I want to thank the NAF Committee and Standard Bank for their consideration and selecting me as the Standard Bank Artist of the Year in Jazz for 2023. I'd like to thank my parents for always believing in my vision and for supporting me to this day, as well as my two younger brothers who are both abroad at this moment for inspiring me on a daily basis. They really are my true best friends. See it starting now. To my extended family and friends in attendance, with some of whom have traveled specifically for this event. Clinton from Louder Classic Cars, my cousins, aunts and uncles from Cape Town and Joburg, and those around the world who have always supported me and trusted me. I'm extremely grateful to you all. To my first music teacher and mentor, Fred Kate, for single-handedly discovering the music in me. Another mentor and previous young artist, Mark Fransman, for his valuable teachings, and to my manager, Shadow Twala, for her constant encouragement. Mama Kaap, love you. To my big bro, Kesavan Naidu, also previous Young Artist of the Year award winner, 2009. He's too young to be my uncle and too old to be my brother, so I just call him Uncle Brother. Thanks for the inspiration on and off the stage, Uncle Brother. Love you too, man. Also, we're playing at Untitled Basement on Saturday, so please be there. That's I actually put a wink in my speech to Alan Webster for putting on an amazing jazz festival at NAF in Makanda each year, back when it was Grahamstown. I have fond memories of attending as a kid. Alan sent me a picture just a few weeks ago of me at the festival when I was 15, about 2 years ago. To have received the call from Alan while being on a break from music in Greece in September this year, with the news of being the jazz recipient for 2023, was absolutely mind-blowing. And being told to keep it a secret was probably the hardest part. Seriously. Oh, and also, by the way, I've been banking with Standard Bank since the age of 9. Let me just say that, since the age of 9. Thank you. And I actually had a student account at the age of 9. And I've seen the best interest on 43 Rand back in 1999 that I've ever seen. Last but not least, thanks to the Most High for having my back at all times and for his divine blessings. Thank you and congratulations to all the winners this evening. This award is in memory of my great grandma, Shirley Liederman. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, with permission of everyone, I just saw a beautiful moment that maybe Darren missed, but as he was saying his speech, his dad looked at his award and kissed it. So I'd like to invite you, sir, on stage. I think it would be a missed opportunity not to take a picture with your papa on here. Thank you. So please take a photo, stand over there, take it together. Time! Thank you so much, Novisutu and Desiree, and congratulations, Darren, and Darren's dad. Our final award for the evening is granted to the Standard Bank Young Artist for Visual Arts. She is a lecturer in print media at the McKellar School of Fine Art at the UCT in South Africa. And she has a PhD in visual arts from the University of Stellenbosch, where she completed her MA in visual arts, arts education, and her BA in visual arts, fine arts. Although primarily trained as a printmaker, she is known for her bricolage assemblages. Her research work focuses on trying to make sense of her social and economic situatedness in the South African context. She's also committed to the impact of arts education in her specific field of interest and has participated in numerous outreach and community-based initiatives. She is the co-founder of the Black Ink Collective, a group of printmakers. She has exhibited in group and year exhibitions at major galleries in New York City, in Amsterdam, and Cape Town, Johannesburg, Stellenbosch, and Portugal. She's also participated in art fairs in Cape Town, Johannesburg, Brussels, Paris, and Chicago. Basically, she's international. The winner is...
Hello, my name is Stephanie Conradi, and I'm a visual artist. My father is South African and my mother is Namibian. What informed my visual making is the objects that we had in our home environments. And these objects would travel with us. If I couldn't find my identity grounded in a specific cultural group, at least I could find it in sort of the visual aspects. We recognize that there's a sort of flat reading of ourselves in relation to objects, where there's no, or rather maybe a more generative way to see it is that we don't see ourselves as subjects in relation to an object, but we actually see ourselves as object to object. And so in that same regard, I would also then think about history as an object itself as well. And so that when we're studying history, we approach it as an object that can be read from multiple angles. And so when I use them, I understand that they've traveled their own trajectory, but other people have also touched it and engaged with it. If I were to give some advice to younger artists, I would say be kind to yourself, and be kind to yourself as a defiant actor as well. And then from that moment of defiance to speak softly or loudly through your making and through the way that you orientate yourself in the world. So I'm really appreciative of winning the Standard Bank Young Artist Award, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it brings both conceptual and practical growth in and outside the studio.
I'd like to welcome back on stage Nomisute and Desiree to hand over the final award. And as a defiant act of self-love, please come and get your award, Stephanie.
Thank you very much, everyone. I know it's been a very long evening, so I'm going to keep it very short. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. When I got the call, I wasn't expecting it at all, so I was both delighted and honored. Yeah, it was a real big surprise. I want to thank the National Arts Festival and Standard Bank, specifically to Rasira, Vulendlela, Diane, Chantal, and Mamaslatse. Really, I've been so impressed by your kindness and generosity. And I'm really looking forward to making you proud with the new work that I'm going to produce. I'd like to thank my family and friends, both here and at home watching. My parents couldn't make it, but I'm really happy that they are able to watch this award ceremony. I'd like to thank Brandon, my partner, for his love and support, and for always being, you are always appreciated, and I really thank your support. I'd like to thank my parents for their unwavering faith in me. I don't think I would have been able to do it without them. I'd also really like to thank What If the World and Ashley specifically for coming all the way. With you, I've been able to make the work that I've only been able to dream of making, so I'm really appreciative of you being here. And then I'd actually like to thank my colleagues at Stellenbosch University and at Michaelis. I've had the privilege of experiencing academic growth and artistic growth in institutions that have previously not accepted people like me. And I'm really appreciative of the fact that I can teach the next generation. I think that teaching is such an important part of artistic creation. And if we aren't able to give back to students, then I think that artistic production often stops. And I'd like to thank those colleagues for giving me the opportunity to really grow in my academic career and my artistic career as well. And yeah, I look forward to bringing the award home to a legacy of lecturers that have received the award at Michaelis. And then I'd like to thank my cohort of award winners. I have enjoyed getting to know you all so much. I can't even thank you enough already for the inspiration that you've all afforded me, for the generosity and your kindness, and for being such creative individuals. I really look forward to our journey together and also to see your artistic development and growth. And I can't wait to be your fangirl at all the shows in Makanda next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Novasutu and Desiree, and congratulations, Stephanie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call the head of sponsorships at Standard Bank to close the formal proceedings, after which it'll be time to take off our heels and celebrate our 6 new winners, Zoe, Angel, Momo, Lauren, Darren, and Stephanie. I have loved being a part of the 39th Standard Bank Young Artist Awards. And if you'd like to open a bank account, no, I'm done. Okay, sorry. From me, Masasa Mbangeni, thank you and good night. Please welcome to the stage, Desiree.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, what an evening, what an honor, what a privilege. Let me start by congratulating all the winners and letting you know that you are the new generation of legends and you are joining previous generations. And what Stephanie said in her speech about being family, you ain't seen nothing yet. All the generations, I mean, Kesivan can attest to that, he's been here before, and every cohort creates their own little family. And I'm sure some of you would have seen the 2022 winners, social media post this morning, when they were saying that they're handing over the reins. Specifically, Lady Scully said that it's been great being Miss South Africa Fine Arts, and the baton is being handed over to you. I think, sure, it's always so difficult to come onto stage after such emotive and very authentic and real speeches by all of you. It really makes me proud to represent Standard Bank and see the difference that we make in the world of the arts. The creative sector is a very important sector to us, and we're very proud to have been a part of the arts in South Africa and beyond for more than 40 years. In fact, you guys... So, this group of amazing, young, diverse, talented, dynamic group of individuals are the 39th edition of the Standard Bank Young Artist Award winners. And guess what? They get to take us to the big 5-0 that will be celebrated at the National Arts Festival next year. So, And here's to making history, guys. It's no pressure, no pressure. And from what I saw, it's not like you can't handle pressure. You're all talented. You can do your thing. Next year is a big one. Bring out the big ones. I don't want to be long, but I do need to acknowledge the National Arts Festival for staying the course, for starting way back in the 80s, for daring to be a little controversial. We need a little bit of that, right? And to opening up the space and keeping the National Arts Festival going through the years, even when we were in lockdown. You guys managed to find a way to present platforms to our artists, and you find ways to connect audiences to the artists. And you do that with such a small team of people. You would swear there's like a whole army of people, but Monica, Rusera, Sasha, Novesutu, who else? Oh, of course, I must acknowledge the important people that speak the big English. The National Arts Festival board members, some of whom are here. You guys do an incredible, sterling job of keeping the festival running, and you do it with such passion and dedication. I have to single out Alan Webster, Mr. National Jazz Festival himself, for the work that you do. I know you're super, super proud of your students who have graduated onto the stage. A special word of appreciation to the members of the various artistic committees who have the difficult task of scouting the landscape, monitoring, debating, adjudicating, and ultimately deciding the individuals who would be afforded the accolade in each year. Not a nice task. I can't imagine it's easy. I applaud you for the work that you do, for being so objective in your selection, and for always finding the best out of the best to present to South Africa and to Standard Bank. Members of the media, I also need to acknowledge you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for telling the stories. If it is not for you and your pen and paper, okay, I can't call it that these days, we use technology. Were it not for you, for telling the stories, for introducing our artists, for sharing their creations, for inviting people to come experience them, and for being part of the fraternity, many of our artists would not be known and they wouldn't be seen. You help us tell the stories, and please keep on telling the stories. More people need to know that South Africa has incredible talent, and they need to appreciate them, and they need to support our very unique talent in this country and buy tickets, watch them perform online, whatever it is. Come, take a loan at Standard Bank if you must. Jokes. To my fellow colleagues, my Standard bankers, someone here earlier acknowledged the work that you do, our agency partners as well. The work that you've done in the last few weeks, trying to get all of these videos produced to represent each and every artist in their authentic self, is there for all of us to see. I won't mention you all by name, but I think I need to mention specifically Di. Di is your new mother, guys. Diane is your new mother. She will be looking after you, walking you along for your year of reign. She'll be your second go-to person after maybe Rusera and the team at NEF. I also want to pause and just appreciate family, friends, colleagues, and everybody that has supported the artists that have won today. Every single one of the winners have acknowledged the importance of their family. They have acknowledged that without family, without the support, without companions, without friends, without community, they would not be here. Thank you for believing. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for encouraging. Thank you for wiping the tears when, the popo hit the fan. Thank you for everything that you have done for all of them. Tonight is about celebrating. Celebrate yourselves as well while you're at it. A big round of applause to you. I know I'm standing between you and I'm told champagne, but as I close, I wish to thank all of you for your part in growing South African artistic talent in your own way. We each have contributed in our own way. It's not only by creating, it is also by consuming, appreciating the arts, that we keep the proverbial fire burning in this sector. It is this passion, dedication, and excellence that has retained Standard Bank's investment in the arts. The arts inspire us, and we're not joking. It drives our culture, and it is indeed our privilege to play a role in the sector to drive sustainable and exclusive economic growth in all spheres. And we would not do it by ourselves. There are some of our partners. Peter, I need to recognize you, our elder. The founder of the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz is in the room with us. And I know that Ausmandwa is already scratching her head about who's going to be in the lineup for the 25th edition of the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz next year. So the siblings are celebrating milestone years next year. So I hope we keep on gifting you the quality that you wish to see at the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz. I would be remiss without acknowledging you as well, Mr. Betts. Yeah, so congratulations once again. I look forward to journeying with you. I'm looking forward to witnessing your brilliance at the 50th edition of the National Arts Festival. No pressure. And good evening, travel safely, and see you in Makanda.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a great evening, but I'd like to take this opportunity to invite our 2023 cohort up on stage so we can take pictures. Thank you.
Cause I know in my heart and my soul. If you do me jeje, me self I could follow, baby. Oh, if I enter your motor, pim pim pim, I could make you to shout, pum pum pum, pum pum pum. Oh, me I know to like you for my, so now you I want show my mama, cause I'ma put you in a brand new.